Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series, South Point 400 this afternoon at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We have 400.5 miles, 267 laps, 3 stages, 80, 80, and 107. This is the first of 3 races for the round of 12. Coming off of Bristol, what a weekend that was, holy snap. If every race can be like that, it'd be awesome. But they won't be, so you know. But we did eliminate 4 people from the playoff chances. That was Eric Almirola, Tyler Reddick, Kurt Busch, and Michael McDowell. Now, if you follow Robert Sports Show and you saw my 2021 NASCAR Cup Series playoff preview a few videos ago, those are actually the first 4 that I had out of the playoffs as well. Now, my final 4 I had in that video: Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, and William Byron. So far, my predictions have lined up for the first round. Second round, who knows? You know, we got Las Vegas, we got Talladega, which anything can happen, and then we got the Royal Bowl at Charlotte. Currently, we have Kyle Larson plus 46, Martin Truex Jr. plus 16. If you're new to NASCAR, the reason there's such a difference right there is during the regular season, the wins and stage wins, you get playoff points, and those playoff points will carry throughout the playoffs until going into the last race. So Kyle Larson had his 5 wins on the regular season. He had more playoff points, so that's why right now he's got a 30-point lead over Martin Truex Jr. Denny Hamlin's plus 11, Ryan Blaney plus 11, Kyle Larson plus 9, Chase Elliott plus 8, Alex Bowman plus 2, William Byron plus 1. Now, if the round of 3 was over right now, even though we haven't started yet, those are the 8 drivers that would move on to the second round, the round of 8, which is Kansas, Texas, and Martinsville. Right now, below the cut line, Joe Logano minus 1, Brad Keselowski minus 5, Christopher Bell minus 9, Kevin Harvick minus 12. Those can change during the race, every lap. Can definitely make a difference. Kyle Larson right now, like I said, plus 46 to the cut line. You can get 60 points in a race. 30 points at the final, and then 10 points for each stage. And then 5 points for winning the race. So he's still not close to being confident in going into the next round, but he's one of those, he's more confident than, say, Kevin Harvick or William Byron. Now, Las Vegas. We've had 2 terrific races, the Truck Series and Xfinity Series. Each of those races, somebody not involved in the playoffs won. Chris Neckett won his first career truck race. And then last night, we had Josh Berry for 7 for Michael Annett, getting a victory, his 2nd of the year. He is a rookie this year, running a part-time basis, be full-time next year. The Junior Motorsports car, number 8. So, Vegas, spring race. Different than the fall race. Spring race, it's not as hot, it's not as slick. In the fall like this in Las Vegas, it is hot, slick, till the sun goes down, then that track completely changes. So these crew chiefs have to stay up with the car, stay up with changes to the car all day long. Be ready when that last pit stop or 2 to make those necessary changes for that driver to be able to drive that car to victory. In the spring, Kyle Larson, he won stage 2 and won the race. Followed by Brad Keselowski, who won stage 1, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, William Byron, Joey Logano, and Eric Jones. Now, those are the top 10 in the spring race. Now, last year at Las Vegas, Joey Logano in the 2 races averaged 7.5 with 1 win. Kyle Larson only raced 1 race but averaged a 9th. Ryan Blaney in 9th, Kevin Harvick in 9th, Alex Bowman in 9th. Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski both averaged 10th place finishes. Those were the 2 races at Vegas in 2020. The last 7 races at Vegas, Brad Keselowski has averaged a 4.86 with 1 win. Kyle Larson in 6 races averaged 5.83 with 1 win. Joe Logano 6.43 with 2 wins. Martin Truex Jr. 6.57 with 1 win. Kyle Larson 7.86, Kyle Busch 7.86. Ryan Blaney 8.57, and Kevin Harvick averaged a 12th place finish with 1 win over the last 7 races at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now, Las Vegas is one of the traditional mile and a halves that NASCAR runs on. This is the 10th mile and a half race in 2021. The previous 9. Kyle Larson has averaged a 5.55 with 3 wins. Kyle Busch 8.1 with 1 win. Kevin Harvick an 8.2. Denny Hamlin 8.6 with 1 win. Martin Truex Jr. 9.2 with 1 win. William Byron 10.1 and Austin Dillon 10.6. Are we going to have the same kind of fireworks that the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series had over the last 2 nights when a non-playoff driver won the race? Not even a driver that was in the playoffs. Now, in the Cup Series, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because those both were part-time drivers. Most of the drivers in the Cup Series, at least 32 of them, are full-time drivers. They've qualified for every race and in every race. The Xfinity Series has had 18, and I think Truck Series is like 12 or 13 that have been in every single race. So the Cup Series is going to be a little harder to get a non-playoff team to win. I'm going to do my traditional 3 picks, which is Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, and Denny Hamlin. My non-playoff driver pick to win is Eric Jones in the number 43 Petty, I believe it was Petty Garage this week, or the Richard Petty racing car. The reason I say that, because he did have a 10th place at Vegas. He did have a 9th at Bristol, and 8th at Bristol. So he's running well of late. And let's see here. What is that? So he's had a couple, decent finishes on the mile and a half this year, top 15s. But he had that 10th at Vegas last year. So it's like, in the spring. So he knows how to get around this track fairly well. That was his second, let's see, he was 7th at the Indy Road Course. So he's getting better. The team is running a little bit better. He is somebody that was in the top 10, can keep his nose clean, stay out of trouble, could possibly get there if we had come down to like we did the last 2 races. So that is the NASCAR Cup Series South Point 400 preview. Now, so far in 2021, here on Robert Sports Show, my picks. I am 3-0 in the ARCA Series. Pick top Ty Gibbs, Corey Helm, or Sammy Smith, and you kind of win everything on or Jesse Love. That's the ARCA Series. The Truck Series, I'm 7-12. Xfinity, 13-14. I missed it by that much last night. I had said Colic Racing, which I put in Justin Allgaier. I was really considering doing Junior Motorsports, and I didn't. But hey, Junior Motorsports won 1-2-3, which is fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually a huge Junior Motorsports fan. I love enjoy all their drivers. Dale Jr., Kelly, Brooke Henrick, they do a great job there. The Cup Series this year, I am 10-19. When you're trying to pick 3 out of 40 starters, I know not everyone's capable of winning. So let's say 3 of 15. There's 15 teams that are capable of winning a race. 20% odds. When I'm picking football, 50-50. So I can pick half the field and then it'll be 50-50. I'm not going to do that. I like my 3. So yeah, 10-19 in the Cup Series, 13-14 Xfinity, 7-12 in the Truck, 3-0 in ARCA. That is going to wrap up. Again, the NASCAR Cup Series South Point 400 preview. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for more NFL, CFL, college football, pro wrestling. Tonight is WWE Extreme Rules. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.